Welcome to the top stocks to watch for the week of September 12th. There's a lot of macro data to get into this week, so let's get right into this video. So here we are on our event calendar for this upcoming week. We have nothing on Monday, and we did have quite a slow week last week, so it makes sense that we have a lot of news this week. We actually have CPI coming out on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be relatively large impact numbers due to the fact that this is going to tell us if inflation peaked or not. So very exciting news to be aware of on Tuesday, 8:30 before the market opens. Wednesday before the market opens, same time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have PPI numbers, same kind of inflationary index number, but for producers instead of consumers, so not as important, but still important. Thursday, again, before the market opens at 8:30 a.m., we have core retail sales, the manufacturing index from the Empire State, and the retail sales month-over-month number. Friday, we have our first news event during market hours at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with our prelim UOM consumer sentiment numbers, and that is all for this upcoming week, although it is quite a bit. As you can see on screen right now is your earnings in the S&P 500 for this upcoming week as well. Moving over to our charts, we are going to keep up with the same idea that we had in this last week, which was this counter move on SPY, followed by a new impulse move to the downside. We are very much still bearish, at least I am. Nothing has yet invalidated that ideology. So right now, we are still looking at a Elliott Wave ABC correction. If you're not familiar with Elliott Wave, please watch some of the other videos on this channel. It is the best forecasting tool that you can find, and we talk about it a lot. But that being said, we are still looking to be in an ABC wave. This is still our primary count. I'm looking for this counter wave to be over soon, and then the new impulse to begin shortly. So I will be looking for some long-dated put entries this upcoming week. If we get back beneath this level of 404, I think that would be a pretty clear indicator to go short. Moving on to Apple. Apple looks a little bit more bearish than SPY. It did not have as much bullish price action, but we did come up quite a bit from our lows here at 152 locally. Now we are kind of following the same thing, but we might be able to see more of a correction out of Apple before our impulse move continues, because it seems our impulse move never really ended on Apple. So same kind of thing, looking at QQQ as well to hold this resistance level horizontally at the 307 range, as you can see right here. If we can hold this, this will line up very nicely with our wave count on SPY. As you can see, our wave count on QQQ is very, very similar, A, B, C. So now we are looking for a continuation to the downside. If we get a break back beneath 305, that would be quite bearish. Again, this is a great example of a way to get long-dated puts with a relatively tight stop loss and a very good risk-to-reward ratio, meaning you are risking a lot less than the potential gain you may make should this move actually play out, which I think, as of right now, the probabilities lie in its favor. So, same kind of thing on SPY, Apple, and QQQ. Tesla has had quite a bullish move off of our local lows here at 266. As you can see, we've been pretty much just pumping since then. We are coming up to some resistance now, particularly at the 302 level, and also at the 307, 308 level. So keeping an eye on those levels. I do not know if Tesla will have the strength to get back above 314. If it does, we can definitely reanalyze our wave counts, but right now, it still definitely looks a little bit overextended to the top to me. So you guys know we've been keeping a very close eye on our macro support level, turned into resistance of $93 on oil. We consolidated. We were covering all of this. It's never a market forecast or a top stocks to watch unless Logan's talking about oil. So as you can see, we came up higher and then had this strong, decisive move to the downside once we tried to break back above that resistance level. We then came down, broke beneath our local low here at 85.60, and now we are retesting it again after we made a lower low just now. So definitely bearish on oil, going to continue our bearish ideology. Oxy has been a great stock to trade for this move, so keep an eye out on Oxy, Exxon, stocks like that. NEO is still playing out in this wedge that we've been covering over the last couple of weeks. So definitely keeping an eye on NEO long, looking for calls in this upcoming week, just like we have been. I think that the time may be among us. NEO is still primed for a move to the upside. It's just a matter of when we break out. So very patiently waiting for that breakout, but definitely bullish on NEO. Amazon, on the other hand, has had quite a bullish corrective period. As you can see, this was a bearish move, but after a bullish impulse wave, seeing a move like this is quite a good thing to see. This looks like a very clear trend continuation, and right now we may be in our wave 3 of our subdivision of wave 1, which may take us considerably higher, back above our price targets of 150, 130, and perhaps even our price targets of 160. So definitely bullish on Amazon. After this counter trend move, it looks like we are going to continue moving higher. If we get above 138, we fill this gap and then continue to move higher, that would be a very clear indication to go long with some expiration, some longer dated expiration contracts. BABA is a very interesting chart. You can see it a little better on the 4-hour. We've held this macro support for quite a bit of time now, and I'm looking for a strong, decisive move off of it or a breakthrough. You can trade BABA either direction. I think that the trade may already be active for the longs, so keeping an eye on BABA in the early parts of this week. Maybe a breakdown beneath this level could signal some shorts, but as of right now, definitely looking a little bit, leaning a little bit more bullish on BABA. And NEO is lining up to have a very nice inverse head and shoulders pattern on the 1-hour chart, which could result in a bullish start in the week. So looking for Lucid rather, to come down a little bit more, perhaps Monday, and then create our right shoulder and then take us higher. This trade is not active unless we break above this resistance line, so keeping a very close eye on that. But that is all for this week. I hope you guys were able to take some value out of this video, whether it was a new technical setups that you didn't see and now you can keep your eye on, or if you weren't aware of those macro data events, now you are. Either way, on behalf of everybody from OBR Investing, happy trading, and we will see you in the next video.